Ready to see a game in the IS-4 where we continue to rack up damage until we do over 11,000 combined damage? What if I told you that in this game, even though our team is up by 8,000 hit points, we still managed to lose? Well, that one's first. How about a game in the Death Star, playing like how the Death Star used to play, where we absolutely eviscerate a mouse at the beginning of a game. And yet, despite coming close to 10,000 damage, our team just can't hold on. Lastly, a tier 8 tank destroyer that goes above and beyond, fighting nothing but tier 10s, enabling his team to go 1 versus 6 against a half-health Batchat. Yet none of them manage to put in any shots or kill said tank. I have people come over the channel, comment and say stuff like, you just cherry pick games and show us real games, you know, all that stuff. And it's like, well, first of all, most of my content is live, and so I don't really cherry pick, but when I do pre-recorded content, yes, it's cherry picked. That's the point. Hey, here's a really great game, and that's what people are here to see. They want to see great games. And so now I've kind of done the opposite. I've just cherry picked some games where the team is absolutely terrible, and I would like to challenge saying that my team is worse than yours. And this is going to be a new series on the channel called My Team is Worse Than Yours, and it's where we do everything we possibly can to win the game, go above and beyond, exceptional gameplay, and we still lose the match. And if you saw the intro, which you already did, you already know that this game is going to be absolutely insane, and you're probably going to be wondering, how on earth do you manage to lose this game? Does your team manage to throw this? I don't know, especially considering the start of this game. Just wait till you see the advantage we have over the enemy. And the amount of damage we are going to do is absolutely absurd, just out the get-go. But, again, my team is worse than yours. We're already up to 1,400 assist damage. We've done 500 damage ourselves. Their team is starting to lose health very quickly. We're going to put a killing shot into that guy. They're down a tank. Their AMX-M4 is, or Honor the Giant, is out of position. Their 121B is out of position. And our team is covering us like absolute madmen. There's a T-54. We're up to 1,800 assists. Now watch. It's just going to start going up. Ruthless kills one of our tanks. Okay. And that's going to be it for a little while. Our team is going to absolutely destroy. The 54 is dead. We've done 3,500 assist damage. There's the AMX. We spot him. Now it's his turn to get absolutely ravaged. And he is. There we go. We're up to 4,500 assist damage. The Grill putting another hit. And basically it's the Grill 15 and the YAG Tiger on my team. The only two who are actually doing damage this game. And so you're like, oh, you're up to 4,500 damage assist. Yes, that's right. And it's not because of my teammates. It's because of two people. The YAG Tiger and the Grill 15. No one else does anything. Yep. But we're up by 3 tanks, and we've done 5,000 combined damage already, and we blocked 1,200. There's another tank up there, and another one. We'll let our team do their thing. This guy's kind of in a bad spot. We put a shell into him. He comes out, and now he gets absolutely nailed for doing it, and he's dead. Grill 15 picks him up, and now we're turning your attention to the 121B. We know he's in front of us, and look, we're up by 3 tanks, and we've done over 7,000 combined damage. Hello, sir, we missed that shot, but that's okay. He's going to be driving at us. More shots in from our teammates into him. I'm going to try to put a shell in here. Nope, we bounce off. He zigged right at the last second. I don't think he meant to do that, but it worked out for him. And we're just waiting for him. If he comes after us, he's just going to get destroyed by people. His best bet was actually staying where he was and fighting me 1 versus 1. But because he's left that, all we have to do is shoot him once. We're up to 6,000 assist damage, 1,400 raw damage, and 2,700 blocked damage. And our team is up by 4 tanks. They have 9 tanks left, and we have 13. Now, would you believe me if I told you that at one point I think they're going to be winning 9-8 in this game? Which means, yes, they're going to kill 5 guys unanswered. With this hit pool advantage that we have. And I mean it. Like, we have done almost 8,000 damage at the start of this game. And somehow our team is managing to mess it up. Don't know how, but they're doing it. No worries, we're going to close the distance here. There's a Ruthless there, T-30 on my left as well. We're just going to get in, get under their guns, and go from there. T-30 I'm not too worried about. You can shoot me if you want, sir. He does. He bounces off. I'm not sure if that was the big gun or the small gun. I think it was the big gun. Yes, it was the big gun. Bounce off, no problem. Is he going to try it again? He's not loaded yet. Artie's aiming as well. We're just trying to close the distance. Oh, hello, Ruthless. You're going to try? Here, have a shot into the tracks. He shoots me with a Hess shell. He gets immediately punished for it. And the T-30 bounces off yet again. Unfortunately, the Ruthless splashed me. I'm not too happy about that. Which means he's firing Hesh. So, okay, yep, we lost another tank. We still have not answered them in the last 3 kills. Can we at least kill someone? Nope. Centurion 7-1 goes down. Yet again, we are unable to answer that kill. We put a shell into the tank destroyer who's been in the corner, which is a little bit of obnoxious that he's there. And we should be okay. I mean, we've got 1, 2, 3 guys bearing down on him. Shouldn't be an issue, right? Already 261, worst shell arc in the game, is able to put shells into us. And now we're a 1-shot for the tank destroyer in the corner, which is really unfortunate. Ruthless is looking at us. Artillery's looking at us. We're up to 7,000 assist damage, 3,000 raw damage, and the game's not over. Our tank, medium tank goes in. He actually is able to kill the 261, so we do answer a kill finally, but he dies. Instead of killing, you know, the tank destroyer or anything like that, he just goes in to die. 268 decides to go in, and I think he wants me to follow him, but it's like, dude, do you not look at your minimap? Put a shell into the cannon over there, however you say it, and the T-30 kills the 268. The T-30 killed him. It wasn't even the Ruthless. It was the T-30 that killed the 268, which is kind of mind-blowing. And now it is 8-7. Yeah, no, we were up by about 8,000 hit points at the start of this game, rather rapidly. Maybe they had more. Maybe they were doing some work in the town. I don't think so with the speed they died at. But we are somehow losing from the 8,000 hit point deficit that they had. 8,000 damage they were down on us. And our team is just dying one by one by one. This guy's like, fall back, fall back. Like, bruh. The only reason we haven't lost yet is because I didn't fall back. But yeah, this is not going to go much longer. Put a shell in there. He bounces off. They both bounce up. We're up to 5,700 damage blocked. And unfortunately, I think that's all we're going to do. We've done over 11,000, almost 11,500 combined damage here. I'm trying to find a shot on this T-30. We can't. Oh, boy. Heat is being fired from the YAG Panther or whatever it is. I don't know how you say that tank. But he's got 400 alpha damage, I believe. Unfortunately, sometimes they roll high, and I think he will this time. No, he does not. He just overmatches our roof armor there. He hits our engine deck, which is very, very weak. And now we've got a tank behind us, and it's kind of just over. Oh, well. And we're dead. We're dead. I don't know how a team managed that. Because it is now 8-3. Okay, so here's the post-game results. Yep. 11,500 combined damage. Almost 6,000 damage blocked. And there's the team. Again, the Grill and the YAG Tiger are the only two actually doing anything. The 268 or 283 might have been doing something for us, but I don't know. He died in our cap circle. They had some players on their team carry, but they also had a lot of donuts. They also had we had a 268 do nothing, a version 5 do nothing, a T-30 do nothing, a Centurion do nothing, our Artie did nothing, our 268 rolled in to die, our Bat did nothing. Ugh. Not a great game, but I have another one for you. This time, it is the Death Star. And yes, there's an exciting shot in this game. One that you've probably seen before, and one I think that was in the intro. So you know about it. Absolutely disgusting shot. And this game is not so much because there are a couple players on the enemy team who carry. It's more so the fact that their team is just the post-game results on the enemy team you're gonna see is the ideal team. I looked at these post-game results and I was like, how on earth? How does that team exist? How does this team that we're playing against exist? It doesn't make any sense. And you'll see it in just a sec. So, anyway, 1,500 damage to start. Big hit into the Action X. Very nice. And he goes down to our Toxic Tank. Woohoo. Here comes the mouse. We have Hesh loaded. And I thought about loading AP here, except that he drive side on. Like, if I hit high enough on him, we'll pen. Boom. We do not pen. Okay, fine. 310 damage, not too shabby. That's fine. The old Hesh would have probably gone right in, and we would have just done 1700 damage to him. So instead, we're going to switch to AP and try again. And this position on the map is my favorite. You can take any tank here and be hidden. It's absolutely insane. And, hello, mouse. Side shot. Dunk! 2700, 3 damage done there into the side of the mouse as we ignited his ammo rack with an AP shell. We're up to 4500 damage at the start of this game. That is a nice way to begin. Now, both the Action X and the mouse did 0 damage this game. But we are still down 1 tank. Interesting. They're still winning. Why is that? Our team is spread-ish, but we don't have light tanks. Already, our T249 YOLO'd their Action X for making no mistakes. Their Action X existed, and the T249 decided that he didn't anymore. What a mistake for playing the game, Action X. Shame on you. But in doing so, the T249 dies. The Tiefbreaker also YOLO'd and is now dead. And no light tanks on this map is detrimental to your team if there are light tanks on their team. And that's exactly what's going on here. I love this map in my light tanks late game. It's one of the best light tank late game maps. And if there are no light tanks, camouflage tank destroyers are absolute kings on this map. But we lose another tank. And it's just going to be tank after tank after tank. No matter what we do with our Death Star. It doesn't matter. But hello, sir. How about we kill you? No, we bounced off. I think we hit him right in the gun mantlet there. And it just was a weird enough angle that it bounced. Which is too bad. We would have overmatched his gun mantlet. But then you can't overmatch the game twice. You can't overmatch armor, then overmatch armor again. And so because there's spaced armor there, we hit the spaced armor at an extreme angle. I guarantee we overmatched it. But then we hit the armor behind it, and even though it's so thin, you can't overmatch twice, and it bounced off. So, lucky light tank there. That would have been a huge kill for the team. They would have lost some of their eyes. Not all their eyes, but at least a little bit. But we fluffed it, and we are not at 5,500 damage. We are still at 4,500, and down. And we haven't even the scores any bit at all. But hello there, Mr. Yeageru. How about a nice lower plate shot into him? Anything? Nah, he stopped. He's like, I ain't about to pass in front of no Death Star. If he even knows I'm here. Because I have not yet moved. Okay, we get some assist on him, which is nice. 394. Somebody put a decent shell into him. Probably a 120 or a 105. I'd like to see it. But we're going to wait here nice and patiently. And hopefully we'll spot him again with all these knockdown trees. Absolutely beautiful. Beautiful cover here. We're aiming to the right side of the rock, hoping that he pokes out. And that's really what you got to do when you're Death Stars. It's a waiting game, especially on a map like this. The thing about the 183, though, compared to the 4005, is that you can play more aggressive, and I do like to do that in my Death Star as compared to my 4005. But again, on this map, like in this setup, this is perfectly adequate. Hello there, Mr. Lower Plate. Straight in, 1103 damage. Now up to 5,600 damage. Again, it could have been more. Could have been more if we hit that light tank, but we didn't. Doesn't matter because... Oh, it does matter because their T2 is now dead. And so if we had killed their light tank with that shot that bounced off, this would be a completely different game. Not only would we be up to 6,500 damage, they would have no more light tanks. And this would be winnable. We are the sneakiest light tank destroyer, I believe, in this game, other than maybe a bat if they have one. But we get spotted here. Oh, by what? I'm not sure. I'm looking around. I don't see... There it is, by the Ruthless. We put a shell into him, and unfortunately, he does put a shell into us. Okay, that's fine. 6,699 damage. He goes down, our 4,005 finishes him off, and then we take a hit in the back there. Okay, we got to get into cover. We are down to 300 health. We are a one-shot. Pull the brakes there. Hopefully, whoever it is overshoots us. No. Yes, there it is. The overshoots shoots the other side of the bush. That's not the bush we're in. But our team is kind of bringing the scores back, and I say that, and then the patent dies. That's okay. We're up to 6,699 damage, and we're not done yet. Hello. Ah, you, sir, are my victim. I'm going to load Hesh. Nice. 1,463 damage done. Up to 8,162 damage. I'm so Thankful that I was quick to load my Hesh, and the shell flew true right into the back of that tank. It feels good, too, after that IS-4 game to punish one of those things. But now we're loading AP for the side of this guy, hoping for an ammo rack. Boop! No ammo rack, it's fine. We did another 1,000 damage. We're up to 9,234 damage. And now you're starting to realize, wait a minute, you're up to 9,000 damage, almost 10,000, and your team is still losing? Yes. Now we're going to load an HE shell here, because we're going to try to splash both these guys. Yeah, okay, here we go. No shot, no shot. There it is. We hit something else. In fact, it went high over his tank. Absolutely disappointing shot there. If we had hit that shot, the tank destroyer and heavy tank may have been close enough to get together to get the bombardier medal. But unfortunately, we don't get it. Now we get spotted here, not sure by whom. There it is. It was the light tank behind us. Fire off the shell. And we go down. Eye for an eye on this guy. We kill each other, but not before we do 9,563 damage. And big shock, our team manages to pull off the defeat without killing a single other enemy vehicle other than this RU, who decided to go for the eye for an eye / kamikaze medal, ramming himself to death on our 4,005. And let's take a look now at the post-game results. Okay, here they are. Look at the enemy team. Their number 3 guy did 1,400 damage, and their top guy did 37. Their team is spread so evenly. It blew my mind. And our team had just 2 guys do anything. And that is, there you go. State of the game. But we're not done. We have one more replay, this time in the YAG Panther 2. I thought I 3-marked this when I ground through it, but I found out I only got it to 90%. So, or I think 88%. So I'm pulling it back out, and I'm going to be 3-marking this thing. And it's pretty... This game here is pretty abysmal. I noticed we have a huge presence on this side of the map, and a huge overmatch. And I mean huge, okay? The enemy team is going to send 3 guys over here, and we are going to punish them so quickly. And there's 7 of us. 3 versus 7. And what if I told you that after we get the first early kill, that's all our team does? Would you believe that? You probably would, and that's absolutely, unfortunately, the truth. Now, I really like this tank's superstructure armor, and I like its mobility, and I like its gun, so I'm going to be making a bold play here, trying to get in, trying to get hull down, and just punishing these tier 10s. I want my tier 10s to follow me in. I want them to hopefully support me in this push, and you're going to see that they do. No, I'm just kidding, they don't. All we've got is this Stritzvang with us doing anything. Hello, sir. Okay, he's going to be trying to clip us. We put a shell into his tracks, and he's caught upright, and so our team is going to put some shells into him, and he's now a 1-shot for us, which is great. The Batchat kills our Stritzvang. Our Stritzvang doesn't really do anything. I think he puts 1 shell into the Batchat, unfortunately. Oh, well, that's just how it works. So we put a shell into the Batchat. Yes, we can. We put it into his ammo rack, and we are up to almost 1,000 damage and 1,000 assists. A very nice start to the game. You are not loaded yet. You have no armor. We finish him off. Nice. 1 tier 10 out of the game. Oh boy, here's a Tehran. Okay, what's he gonna do? He's coming. We put a shell into his front. We set him on fire. Very nice. He fires and misses because his crew is desperately trying to put out the fire. And we're up to almost 3,000 damage. Can we put another shell in him? No, we're not quite fast enough to do so. That bat is waiting to clip us out. And we know that. But I would love to kill the Tron for the team. So we put another shell into the Tron. And now I know this bat is going to try to clip me out. That is fine. He can do that. But hopefully we can put 1 shell in him. He puts 1, bounces off. We're going to put a shell into his tracks, hold him still. No, we miss. We bounce off, unfortunately. And that's going to be the end for our tank, but not before we do 4,000 combined damage to tier 10s. We absolutely eviscerated the 50B, absolutely eviscerated the Tehran, and now it's just this Batchat. Literally just the Batchat in the corner, and we have 6 tanks here. 6 versus 1. And unfortunately, I did not watch the rest of this game, but we do have the post-game results, and I want to remind you it is 6 versus 1 on a Batchat who is low on health. Okay, we lost that game. We're at 89%, and oh, I scored top. And what's this? On the other side, the Batchat survived! Really? The Tehran did 900 damage. The tank, or the CZ, on our team did 0 damage. Our 4005 did 0 damage. Our E4 managed to put in 2 shots. Our Jaeger put in 1 shot. And those were the guys who were with us. The T-95, E6, and Leopard were also with us. The Leopard actually did some kind of damage, which was nice. Good for him. But of the 7 tanks with us, 1 guy did any damage. 1. And their bat chat survived. And so I'd like to submit case in point that I do believe that my team was worse than yours. Go ahead and leave your comments below about the worst teams you have had. Obviously, I'm not claiming that my teams are actually worse than yours because there's no evidence to that, and I guarantee you've had some bad ones. It's just a fun title to the video series that I'm doing. But if you've got some games where you've done absolutely crazy amounts of damage, but your team still manages to lose, don't be afraid to send those in at CloneGuyTV@gmail.com, or if you just have some exciting replays that you want to share. Just because you send them in doesn't mean I'm going to use them, because a lot of replays that are sent to me are just boring. It's like, oh, they do all this damage. It's crazy, but they just sit there in a bush. Okay. Nice. But, yeah. Anyway, that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, slap that like button, comment, subscribe. And I'll be seeing you all later. Take care, everyone. And peace out.